All right, so I'm going to try my very first test of the Tesla full self-driving beta in Canada. I'm in Newmarket, Canada.
In 200
I've got a car
meters,
behind me, so
turn
I'm just
right
gonna
onto
put
Mullet
my hazard
Drive.
lights on here. So I'm just going to drive like under 3 kilometers to a Henry's to pick up a GoPro to record these swanky videos. I'm going to go into park here. I see that I now have the new full self-driving visualization here. I was just in a very awkward and strange school parking lot where you actually, in order to turn left, you have to be in a left lane, and the car would think I was in the wrong lane. So I'm starting here on the side of the road. I'm going to turn off my hazard lights, put it into drive. You can see the new visualization here. It sees all those cars up there, and I'm just going to pull back on my my autopilot, and here we go. Got a car coming in here. I'm definitely keeping my hands on the steering wheel. You can see all these cars, whether they're parked or otherwise.
Now turn right onto Mullet Drive.
Coming up to a red light here. We're going to do a red turn, a red light right turn. We got traffic coming at us. I am ready to, you know what? I accidentally stopped that. I'm going to put it in the hill hold, engage autopilot again. You can see down here, I hope you can see this blue autopilot symbol. It is looking for an opportunity to go, and it is going. All right, so I accidentally disengaged, I should say, the full self-driving back there. That my hands were too stiff, like holding the steering wheel too tightly. So after experiencing even less than a kilometer
now turn left onto Yonge Street
of this full self-driving, it's having a hard time here. It's it's doing it. Now, I would have gotten into this lane much sooner myself. Loving the visualization. That's mind-blowing, and I'm hoping the new camera will allow me to capture more of this. In this particular car, where the binnacle is right in front of me, it might be difficult for me to record good video of the visualizations, but I'll see what I can do. Earlier I showed you I had the option to engage chill mode versus average versus I forget what it was called, something more aggressive than average anyways. And I said I want to use the average setting. Now I see I want the chill setting, because even average was more aggressive than I would drive. So right away in my first test of the full self-driving beta, I am at one of the busiest intersections in my town. We've got the left turn advanced arrow here, and here we go. Okay, this is a bit of an unusual situation, but it got us through, but then it disengaged. Maybe I disengaged it, I don't know. I really want the chill mode. I mean, this is faster than I would drive. It did things like getting into that left lane much later than I would. I mean, so far I'm impressed. It got through that intersection, and it's a weird one, and a bus was stopped there and all that kind of stuff. And I can see that the force on the steering wheel required to disengage full self-driving is much less than the force required to disengage autopilot. So I think I've kind of accidentally disengaged, perhaps by tapping the brake pedal or just holding onto the steering wheel too tight while the car was trying to steer for me. But so far I'm pretty impressed. Okay, I don't know. Okay, this is crazy right here. Yeah, we don't need to be in this lane at all. This is a mistake. This is a mistake. Perhaps you can see where we're supposed to be going here. We're supposed to be going straight. The car thinks, oh, I know why this is. The car just thinks this is like a left turn lane. So I'm going to disengage. I'm going to turn on the left signals. So I'll tell you why it did that. It's because there's another lane to my left right now, and it's a bus lane. It's just for buses. It's not for cars. It mistook that as the most leftward lane on this road, and it brought me over to the left, thinking it was not in the most leftward lane. So just a little mix up there. I get it. I see why it would do that. I guess I should record that. I don't know. What do I press? You know, take a little snapshot of that. Hopefully I pressed the right button for that. For that particular situation. Perhaps I'll call in a bug report. Bug report, the most leftward lane on this road is actually meant for buses. The lane I am in right now is only meant for left turns. Okay, that report got through. Let's see if that works. All right, so that's how far the beta test got in this initial run. This first trip, it mistook a bus lane for the most leftward lane. I get it. It's easy to do. Here we go. This is me. This is me driving. And I'm going to see if I can take that trip again, but avoid that section of Yonge Street in Newmarket, because I can see that is messing up the car, and it just thought, wow, what a great empty lane. Why don't I take that lane? It'll save me all kinds of time. But it was empty for a reason, and that reason being it was meant just for left turns, and it was mistaking the bus lane as the left turn lane. Fair enough. We'll try it again. All right, so I have had my first few spins using Tesla's FSD Beta, and I've noted a few things, and one of the things I've noted is it even on chill mode. I'm going to click on autopilot here, full self-driving beta up here. I first tried average. That was far too aggressive for me. I put it on chill. It was still too aggressive for me, but I noticed, you see how I've got this speed offset here? Now, before I had FSD Beta, all that meant is I would get a little chime, a little warning if I drove faster than 20% in addition to the speed limit. Right? So if the speed limit is 100 kilometers an hour and I drive above 120 kilometers an hour, then a little chime would go off. That's all that meant. Now that I have the FSD Beta, you know what this does? What this means is it's going to default when you drive anywhere, in any situation, it defaults to the upper range of this speed offset. So if the speed limit is 60 kilometers an hour, it just says, all right, I'm driving 72 kilometers an hour. And that made it quite aggressive. So this is what I'm doing about it. Not only am I going to take away that positive speed limit offset, I'm going to make it negative. And I'll start out, I'm debating between -10 and -5%. You know what? It's early days right now. I'm going to default to 10% below the speed limit. And then we'll see if that results in a less aggressive driving style. I'll let you know how it goes.